Jose Mourinho. Bournemouth 3, Everton 1, too little too late, as we've already said. In the battle for the Champions League spots, Manchester United beat Leicester. It finished Manchester City 5, Norwich City 0, which I guess in many ways sums up Norwich City's worst ever season. Newcastle United 1, Liverpool 3, so they won. Southampton beat Sheffield United. They found some great form towards the end, and as we know, it's finished 1-1 here between West Ham and Aston Villa. Let's show you then the way the Premier League finished this season. This is the crucial one, down towards the bottom there. Aston Villa finished in 17th place. Of course, there was that amazing moment where the ball was carried over the line in one of their recent matches. Goal line technology, for whatever reason, wasn't working, and that point, as it turns out, was enough, because if they'd have finished on the same number of points as Bournemouth, they would have gone down on goal difference. West Ham finished the season in 16th place, but it's job done for David Moyes. Meanwhile, at the top of the league, this is how it finished in the race for the Champions League spots. Manchester United finish in 3rd, Chelsea finish in 4th, and Leicester were 14 points clear of Manchester United on New Year's Day. They finished the season 4 points adrift. Tottenham are into the Europa League, and Wolves have to wait now. Of course, if they win the Europa League, they're in the Champions League. Also, if Chelsea win the FA Cup, then they would be in the Europa League next season. Right, let's get some instant reaction. Pepe Reina, what a career he has had, and he's with Des.
Congratulations. You've always said that Manchester United belong in the Champions League, but what sort of achievement is it to finally do it, finish 3rd in the season that you've had?
I think the boys have done a great achievement. I think, you know, where we were earlier on in the season to end up 3rd is fantastic by them. They've taken on board so many things, had our ups and downs, and it's of course come down to the last game, and I've got to say it's a wonderful achievement by everyone.
What are your thoughts on the game itself that achieved it?
Not a classic. It's one of them.
Does it matter?
No, not really. But then again, we want to learn to win games like this, games that we need a result in. You know, it's been like a mini tournament, this restart, and it looks it as well. We're a bit tired, leggy. I think everyone can see that we're not the same as we've been early on, but then again, we've had to go for it. We've had to catch so many points and so many goals, so and they've done it.
How do you think you did it? You hunted Leicester down. How did you do it?
I think these boys are looking more and more like a Man United team, the Man United way. You play with no fear, you go for it. Today, of course, we could have sat back and just rested and tried to get a draw, but that's not in our genes. It's not in the DNA of the club, so just gone for it.
Champions League qualification, what does that change now for you?
No, for this team, it's of course it means better opposition next year and bigger games, and we need to step it up. Definitely, because that means every midweek when we have Champions League, you've got to go with your best team. It's not like this season we've had Europa League where we could have rested players and given amount of minutes for young lads. Now we've got to go for every game, so that's another stepping stone for these. You've got to go and get fitter and stronger and more robust.
Mission accomplished for Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Just to put into terms, Ryan, what your former teammates done in getting them from where they were at Christmas into the top 3?
Great achievement. You know, the run that they've gone on and fully deserve to be in the Champions League. And you want to see Man United in the Champions League, whether you support them or not, because you want to see the big teams in the Champions League. That's what it's all about. And I must say, Fernandes was the turning point. You know, once you signed him, you know, Mo touched on it, gone from a team who were brilliant at counter-attacking to actually a team that you had a player now who played in between the lines and the pockets, who could break down teams who would come and defend. And the form of Mason Greenwood and Martial, to be fair. So, no, he deserves everything. The plaudits he's going to get, Ollie, because it's been a tremendous run.
Top 3 for Manchester United. Let's talk to another one of your former teammates. Peter Schmeichel has been watching on with interest. Good to see you, Peter. United back in the Champions League. What kind of job has Ollie done to get that?
No, I second everything that Ryan said there. It's been absolutely fantastic. You know, when he got the job permanently, he said, "I've got a plan." He stuck to that. He's tucked into the academy. He's used players that were already in the club. He wasn't looking to sign players just for the sake of signing players. He did his 3 transfers in the summer. I thought they were brilliant. And he's I think he's the storm that he was facing sort of midway through the season. I think he was riding that fantastic well, and he's come out a smash. I think what he's done is absolutely fantastic.
And Peter, obviously divided loyalties today because Kasper hasn't got the Champions League, but the season Leicester have had, if it said to you before a ball was kicked, they'd finish top 5.
Yeah. I told you that, I told you that in my predictions I have but at 5, number 5. I showed you my prediction.
Yeah,
I've got Bournemouth right and I've got Leicester right of all the teams, which so weird. But even to finish 5th, the disappointment is that they've sat in the top 4 for so long. I think with the lockdown and what happened, everyone got their players fit. Leicester is just in that next bracket of how strong the whole squad is. And of course for Leicester, and it's no excuse whatsoever, but for Leicester to get injuries to key players like Maddison and Chilwell, who, would start every game that Leicester plays, it's too much for a narrow squad like that. I think Brendan, he's got every reason to be proud of his players. I think they've done tremendously well. I think it's a great opportunity for them in the Europa League. But I also think that in this period, he's learned a lot about his players. So I think he's clear about what he needs to do in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks or whatever. How long is the transfer window now? 4 weeks, 5 weeks? But anyway, he knows precisely what he needs to do.
Good to talk to you again, Peter. Thank you very much indeed. So Manchester United and Chelsea
in the Premier League since February. What has been the key, do you think, to that?
I think we every time we go out on the pitch we do everything together. We don't we press as a team and we attack as we attack as a team and defend as a team. So I think we always do everything together. I think that's been the main key, for the unbeaten run. And I think everyone knows exactly what they're supposed to do on the pitch, and if you know that, then everything is easier. Then obviously we have some really good attackers as well that's been performing, and I think as a defensive unit as well with David, we've been having some really good games as well.
And Bruno's got 10 goals now in that run. He had to wait a long time to take that penalty, but you didn't have any doubts, did you?
No, I was quite confident when I saw that it was a penalty. He's a great penalty taker, and I think he knew right away where he wanted to put the ball, and so yeah, I wasn't nervous at all.
And everybody piled on to Jesse at the end. That was a great moment, wasn't it? When he
of course. It was a relief, when he scored that second goal, and for him to do that was also a very good moment. So I think everyone was very happy for that.
I think the manager said at the start of the season he wanted United to be more mentally and physically robust and resilient. Did we see that today?
I think so, yeah. Like I said, we didn't perform at our highest level, but still we went out there and we fought as a team, and we won tackles, and I think we were mentally strong today. And I think the results show that 2-0 and another clean sheet.
United are associated with the Champions League in their history. For you as a player, what does it mean to play in the top competition? When you play for this club, you should always play in the Champions League, as a minimum. And now we're back in the Champions League, and now it's time for us to start winning trophies as well, because we have to do that. We have one trophy left to win this season, and that should always be the mentality, to win trophies. We achieved our goal to be back in the Champions League, and now we have another one to win, in the Europa League. And arguably the pressure is a little bit off on that now, but we're already in the Champions League rather than having to win the Europa League. So now is that silverware that we can really target in Germany next month? Yeah,
of course. Like I said, it's a trophy to win, and at this club we should always be aiming for trophies. So it's a great opportunity for us, and to secure the Champions League spot today, I think it gives all the players a little bit more calm, and I think we can really go to Germany and. We have a game against Leicester at home, but after that, if we win, we can travel to Germany and really perform at a good level.
Congratulations! Well
Thank
done,
you so much. Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah, well done to Victor and his whole defensive unit. Really, they kept out the threats of Iheanacho and Vardy, you know, the league's top scorer. He has finished league's top scorer, and just above Aubameyang.
Just above.
And they offer a different type of threat, so they had to be focused and maintain the concentration.
Yeah, they did, and they worked it out and figured it out really well. Vardy was very quiet today as well. You could see he was very frustrated, but it was tight. They all stayed pretty tight. They didn't bomb on as much, I'm guessing, and you know, tried to help each other if there was a few little mistakes, but there wasn't much gaps there for either of them.
And what's the key been to the development of that partnership between Harry and Victor?
Well, yeah, first of all, a lot of talking, but it's just understanding each other's game. You know, knowing certain things, what he's going to do with the ball or where he might go with the ball, and what his position he might take up. You know, these are things you learn after you've played with each other for a lot of time, and they seem like they've worked that out very well this season.
And can you see room even more for growth and improvement as not just those two centre-backs, but the whole defensive unit?
Yeah, well, since we've came back, I think the whole unit's been brilliant. There's been mistakes at times, and that's where we've been punished. But in general, the understanding between them all has been really good, and Shaw obviously is in that as well.
Yeah, sadly Luke unfit, unable to play today. Hopefully we'll see him back soon. But there seems to be a bit more depth now. Brandon's come in and done really well today.
I love it. I just love the competition now, because when Brandon comes in, it seems like Shaw's there anyway. So, you know, you're not sure as the games keep going on, if, you know, do you drop Brandon now because he's been playing so well, and that's the competition you need in any squad. And Brandon to come in and play how he's played all season is something that you know, you don't expect from a young lad, but he's done it with ease.
Yeah, now with Diogo and Tinfosu Mensah more recently, who has come in to give Aaron Wan-Bissaka some competition, not just at centre-backs but the full-backs. There is good competition which can only improve them.
There is, yeah. Like you said, Tim coming in the last couple of games, or coming on, just shows how well he must be playing in training. Showing that Ollie, you know, he's trying to make it difficult for Ollie, because Wan-Bissaka's been brilliant this whole season. So yeah, that's what we need: competition, healthy competition, people fighting for places, and that's all you can ask for, really.
So as we come to the end of this Premier League season, the longest Premier League season in history, next season will be the shortest Premier League season we've ever had because of the upcoming Euros. Who have been our standout performers for you?
For me, I'd have to say Bruno, and I know he only came in January, but he like we've talked about, he lifted the whole squad, brought a little bit of a different dimension to the squad, and off that, you know, Mason, Rasha, Martial, you know, they all took advantage of that, and I think that's all down to, not just all down to him, but he started it off. He was the first piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, and as a player in that dressing room, if Bruno